You see these men? These men are pretending to be ICE agents. And they're doing it so they can assault women.
Raleigh police say Carl Bennett threatened to deport the victim if she didn't take part in sexual acts with him.
And this is happening multiple times throughout the country. And not only are they doing this to assault women, they're also taking advantage of all kinds of people, using it as an opportunity to rob people, using it as an opportunity to simply steal, break into things, all that. That's what's happening. And I don't want to get into what is happening politically in regards to this. You know, that's a complicated, I don't want to say complicated, because to some of you it's not, to some others it is. It's a whole different issue. I want to talk about these people. I want to highlight these people. And I want officials, I want ICE to think about that this is happening. I want ICE to consider this, that this stuff is actually happening. But I'm going to share with you, listen to these stories of what these men are doing to people, of what these men are doing. Sean Michael Johnson, in January, on Sullivan's Island near Charleston, South Carolina, confronted a group of Latino men in a pickup truck claiming to be an ICE agent. He took the driver's keys, mocked their accents, told them not to speak Spanish using a derogatory language, threatened deportation, and claimed ownership of the country. The incident was captured on video and went viral. I'm going to have to show that for you.
Parking.
No, you cannot drive, bro. You have not a license. You have no license. We're going back. You know, if you don't have a license, you cannot drive a car in the United States. No, it's over. It's over. Hey, don't be speaking that pig Latin in my country, bro. Be speaking that pig Latin here.
He was arrested on charges including felony kidnapping, impersonating a law enforcement officer, petty larceny, and assault. He bonded out and appeared in court with family citing mental health issues. I don't care. Y'all, a lot of y'all got some mental health issues in South Carolina. But it gets even worse, especially for women. Listen, this is Carl Thomas Bennett. Also in January, Raleigh, North Carolina. He impersonated an ICE officer and approached an immigrant woman displaying a fake business card with the badge. He threatened to deport her unless she had intimate relations with him. And when I say things like that, intimate relations, I want you to think I'm using community guideline terms, okay?
Raleigh police didn't share the race or immigration status of the victim involved. We're waiting to see if any other victims may have been targeted. When we stopped by the Motel 6, the clerk working the front desk was unaware of the reported.
He was arrested on charges of impersonation and assault of a woman, intimate assault, y'all know what I mean, denied bond, and appointed a public defender. Similar reports from North Carolina describe kidnapping and men forcing themselves on women, intimate relations. Another individual, now this was more of a prank, an ICE prank. The individual has not been identified, but this also happened in North Carolina. Pranked a fake ICE van outside of a shopping center, catering to the Hispanic community.
A Ford SUV with an ICE emblem and seal of the Department of Homeland Security was seen circling the parking lot. Witnesses told police the people in the car were recording employees and customers in an apparent effort to intimidate them.
Aiden Stiegelman and two other individuals in early February at Temple University in Philadelphia. Stiegelman and the two other individuals wore shirts labeled police and ICE attempted to enter a residence hall by claiming to be ICE agents and later disrupted nearby shop. One accomplice recorded the incident. Stiegelman, a 22-year-old student, was arrested for conspiracy to impersonate a public servant. This one in Orlando, Stephen Donovan, posed as a Homeland Security agent affiliated with ICE, arrived armed at an apartment complex and demanded entry to check for Mexicans. He was later arrested. Out in California, 2 men wore wigs and tactical vests labeled police and ICE, impersonated agents to harass employees at least 11 local businesses, filmed the interactions, and posted the videos on social media.
This man was posing as a federal immigration officer when he walked into this car repair business right next door to the Philadelphia Police 15th District and Northeast Detectives and robbed it Sunday afternoon. The man wearing a badge, blue latex gloves, a tactical vest saying security law enforcement agent with a black baseball hat and sunglasses on. This second surveillance photo shows him when he zip-tied the cashier, who told me she's from the Dominican Republic, a legal resident since 2007, and says every time she turned around to try to get a good look at the man's face, he strongly twisted her around, bruising her arm, telling her he was with Immigration and Customs Enforcement, better known as ICE. He came and went in this Ford E250 commercial van. The front shot shows heavy tinted windows, the van lined with red dash reflectors or reflective decals. From the rear of the van, you see more of the same with extra security padlocks on the doors.
Down here in Florida, yes, we have our fair share of crazies here also. Jose Juan Lopez, down in Martin County, approached 2 Latino migrants in a van at 3 a.m., claiming to be an ICE agent. Dressed casually, pajama pants, backward cap, and demanded identification and immigration proof, threatened deportation, and chased them for blocks to a supermarket parking lot. He was arrested, admitted to the threats because he says they looked undocumented. Down back over to California, Fernando Diaz posed as a federal immigration officer. Police found him with a loaded, unregistered gun. Had multiple passports, but not in his name. Another individual up in Maryland approached a Latina woman in a parking lot, flashed a fake ICE badge, ordered her into the car, and physically did things to her. There's another report of one where the man forced a woman into a stairwell and did what he wanted to that woman. Up in New York, a man posed as an ICE agent, punched a woman in broad daylight, attempted to blink her, as in physically force himself on her, stole her phone and purse. So far, no arrest from that incident. This is what's happening in our country. And again, I know the political atmosphere is a little different than what I'm trying to highlight here. I don't really want to focus on that. But I want ICE agents and the government to understand that the way they are dressing, the way that they are approaching this thing, I don't want to debate whether it's right or wrong. I'm just simply saying that you're open up the opportunity to legitimate victims of awful human beings. And again, I'm not saying right or wrong. I'm simply trying to look out for those people who now have a lifetime of scars because of these awful human beings.